Got some new codes and some community concern. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming to you today to let you guys know about the newest code available via the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus. Also, we're here to talk about the 1-year anniversary, so strap in, folks, because we got a lot of interesting things to talk about in this one video. But before we talk a single thing, make sure you leave a like on the video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss a live or an upload. Now, the latest codes are as follows. There's going to be the code for Shadow Energy times 1,000. There's going to be Market times 100. There's also going to be Weapon Enhancement Gear times 15, 300,000 gold, and then the last code is going to be Hunter exclusive weapon design times 1, and then Mana Power Crystal Selection Chest times 4. So go ahead and support your boy on that Netmarble website. Join over 500 supporters in supporting the Monarchy Gaming. Now, right now, I don't know why Netmarble is always bad with my code specifically. They're holding my codes hostage, bro. I don't know what's going on here. We already made the web shop video. It says approve, but there's no damn codes, right? There's no damn codes available. I don't know what's going on there. We did the Workshop Brilliant Light guide live, and it still just says submitted. And then the artifact crafting review video, they approved this one. So shout out Netmarble for at least approving one of my codes. I appreciate that to some extent. Now, of course, you guys know how this works. If you guys are a supporter, then you will see this code in your inbox. Of course, we're sending this live, right? Or not live, but like live in this guide video. So you guys will definitely have this whenever you see the video up. Now, as far as the other two codes, I should get those within the next 6 to 24 hours. Hopefully, I'm very hopeful, and then Netmarble will release these codes. They will unseal my codes, as I usually say. But regardless, guys, we're also here to talk about the 1-year anniversary, specifically things that might be lacking. Now, if you guys aren't too familiar about what I'm talking about, Payne actually made a video, and I don't watch too many videos on YouTube specifically pertaining to SLA, but this one caught my eye, I'm not gonna lie, and I honestly wanted to see his entire opinion on it, but let's go ahead and get it on screen. And here it is. It doesn't feel like an anniversary, so you guys can go ahead and check this full video out, but honestly, I very much agree with him. I feel like he hit it on the nails, specifically talking about the things lacking within SLA. Now, of course, he did highlight some things that is also important, like the fact that we actually have not gotten the newest weapon, we haven't gotten the newest events, and really the anniversary is kind of split into two. But all in all, I feel like the entire message was very, very prominent. I do think that SLA right now, it's just a little bit, and this isn't a complaint video at all, so please don't grill me in the comments, right? Last time I made a video concerning my concerns with SLA, people thought I was quitting the game, I lost guildmates and some more shit, so please don't think that's what this is. This is not what this is. This is just me also voicing my opinion as a creator within the game. But SLA right now, man, honestly, it doesn't feel like an anniversary, right? We got the first anniversary 100 Grand Festival, and this event, you know, it's kind of nice, but regardless, I feel like there's something that's just missing within SLA, something that's within the devs realm that they could be adding to help endgame players, to help people feel like, you know, more celebratorial, if that makes sense. Now, of course, we do have the weeklies, and the weeklies, they're just weeklies at this point, right? I feel like at this point, there should be something that's just more prominent that makes players just be excited to play the game each and every day. Now, of course, we gotta really just take a second to think, right? We've been playing the game for over almost 400 days. So within that, there's always gonna be some type of just, you know, you're getting used to it, maybe some type of burnout every here and there. I don't know if creators also get burnout, but I personally have on my end, but I'm all good with managing that. But I will say, man, I feel like there's just some more things that could be added within the game. I think I voiced my opinion in the latest live stream. I think that a game mode I would like to see is something pertaining to the shadows. So if we go into the Army of Shadows, we now have the ability to basically level up our shadow skills. And within this, I thought we would eventually get shadow gameplay, and I don't see any reason why we can't get shadow gameplay now that we have things like just, you know, primary skills, basic skills. I think this would be a very, very good thing to see within SLA. Now, whether it's actually possible, I don't know. I don't know if it's actually possible, man. If that it does become a game mode, maybe call it Shadow Exchange, you know, it'd be something cool. Now, regardless if that actually gets added, what missions will we see in there? I don't freaking know, dude. But maybe missions pertaining to the shadows in general. I think that the game just needs some more creativity. I do like a lot of game modes within Soul Leveling Rise, so I won't lie to you guys, this is not a complaint video by any means. Now, Workshop Brilliant Light, this is always going to be, you know, everything that everybody's grinding for, right? This is your end game quota. This is everybody's basically end point. Now, right now, it's just NoGoodEman on normal. Everybody's reading this. Free-to-plays are killing this. Everybody is, you know, doing insane amount of things. People are making new accounts and within 1 month they're already beating this. So that just goes to show you that normal mode NoGoodEman, he's not really a stepping stone. Now, of course, we need hard mode. Now, how hard is hard mode gonna be? I don't know. I'm hearing numbers around the community. We're looking at maybe 1.7 to 2 million, a bunch of flame ticks, something of the sort. I think that might be good for the community. Now, of course, that just will really pertain to end game players. So if you're a new game player, and if you're a newer game player, this video really does not pertain to you all too much. I'm really talking to the end game players that have, you know, almost maxed out accounts here around that level 100 area. Now we're just getting onto SLA. I feel like we're just doing the dailies and we're logging off. At least that's how it's kind of been, at least over the weekend. Now, personally, I love Simulation Gate. I think Simulation Gate is probably the best game mode Netmarble has out right now. This is one of the most creative and fun game modes. I'm very excited to play Simgate each and every week. I don't let a Simgate run go unrun if it's on the free to play, if it's on the pay to win. So if Netmarble could do something like Simulation Gate, now I'm not saying I'm gonna just see a Simulation Gate copy, but I'm talking to the creativity of Simulation Gate. If they go ahead and just have game modes like that with that sense of creativity for other things, like maybe the shadows, maybe, I don't know, Sunjinu, that would be cool. Now, there's other things that probably could get expanded that will be getting expanded in the next update. Let's say Battlefield of Chaos. Battlefield of Chaos is highly lacking. I hate playing this because really I could just auto it and there's no real fun here. Now, personally, what I'd like to see, proof of strong Battlefield of Chaos, please go ahead and give it to us, Netmarble. I think that will actually give players something to grind for, especially if you're offering better gems in that sense, and then allowing players to basically lock it in with their gems, get better gems, and get higher total power. Of course, we're getting the gem expansion next update, so we're gonna get higher total power regardless, but let's go ahead and find a way for us to get even better gems, get the gems that we want specifically. So some type of gem fusion system that allows us to pick our gems, kind of like we're allowed to pick our blessing stones. It's been a long time coming, but essentially we can now craft our targeted blessing stone, right? Whether it costs, you know, a bunch, and I mean a bunch of essence stones, we probably need something like this for gems. Now, of course, that's just minuscule updates. I think that the game is not in a terrible spot. You know, it's still making a bunch of money each and every month, but it's getting repetitive to a degree, just to a degree, right? I'm not saying that I'm tired of playing SLA at all, right? Because I love this game. I love the manhwa, I love the IP, all that sort of stuff, but we need some more creativity, Netmarble. I think it's well within your grasp to just add more things. Now, look, I'm very much looking forward to hard power of destruction, so maybe that's gonna be it. Maybe I'm just talking preemptively. Maybe there's gonna be a lot of great things within the next update, and this video is just bad timing, but until then, let's go ahead and lock it in. I wanna know what other people think on this as well, because this is something that's kind of just been in the back of my mind, like, damn, Barrow, I need something to talk about within SLA. Now, of course, it's getting harder to make videos on SLA because I feel like a lot of things I've been covering, and I don't really like to overlap videos when it comes to just talking about the same thing over and over. Now, of course, you've probably seen the lack of, let's say, Battlefield of Time content. That's because I just really have been falling off of Battlefield of Time. I'm honestly just watching, let's say, Go Hack, Lick Stream and following their strats, so I don't want to make a video on that because they have the guides on that. Other content, let's say POD, Guild Boss, falling off of that a little bit up to a degree. Now, of course, I still love the workshop. I still love the Simulation Gate. Battlefield of Trials, this one is pretty okay to me. I think that I've already cleared this up to floor 70, so not too hard there. Hunter side, I did not clear that, so I definitely have to go back to that. And then, you know, we're just waiting on the next few hunters to drop, whether it's going to be Leonard, whether it's going to be the hunter after the What If Sun Gina. Maybe that's going to be a good update because we're going to get a whole Gina side story, and hopefully that, who knows, maybe that'll be an entire story mode in its sense. So this could be bad timing on this video. Maybe Netmarble is already in the roadworks, you know, creating something super creative for the players. So again, I'm not complaining in the slightest. I think that Netmarble has done a good job for a year of content to bring out to the players. So definitely Netmarble, shout you guys out. Just release my damn codes, okay? Just release all 3 of my damn codes so I can give it to my supporters. But guys, what do you guys think of the 1-year anniversary, man? I'd love to know your thoughts, theories, and comments, so go ahead and drop them below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.